My friends, it is the early morning of the 19th of November 2022 and I'm here in Tokyo on my way to Narita Airport to catch a flight on Air France Boeing 787 from Tokyo to Paris in economy class via the Polo Road. Thank you so much for joining in today and let's begin a trip report. Welcome to Narita Airport Terminal 1. A long but smooth trip by JR train from Tokyo will bring you directly to this faraway airport. The majority of SkyTeam flights and ANA depart from Terminal 1, while Japan Airlines uses Terminal 2. Thanks to my Flying Blue Gold status, I could use the Sky Priority and thus use the fast track at security. After passport control, I find myself airside with a lot of shops still closed. Japan has just opened up for a month to tourism, so things haven't returned to normal yet. Even McDonald's wasn't open yet and had reduced business hours. The same goes for the lounge I'm supposed to visit. It's closed due to low demand because of the pandemic. At check-in they offered me access to the travel lounge or a voucher for Starbucks. I opted for the lounge but wasn't aware it was a pay-as-you-go one. Looking at the cheap entrance price of just 1220 yen, I was kinda skeptical. The seating area is however a decent one, with a nice view on the apron and the Air Colin Airbus. They handed me a voucher which I could exchange for beer, wine, dessert or a soup. These were otherwise payable and not free. The buffet is included though. It had coffee, tea, various soft drinks, some juices and free snacks on offer. I got myself some Coke, rice crackers and exchanged the voucher for a cup of onion soup. The soup was a decent one, and the free offerings was enough to kill some time. Overall, it's kind of a letdown if you expected a proper business class lounge, but it's a nice and pleasant waiting room for those who just paid a cheap price to enter the lounge. Had I noticed before, then we would most likely opted for the Starbucks voucher and sipped away a venti matcha frappuccino with some overly glorified sandwich. It was time to head for the gate, and on my way there I saw Ippudo Ramen, which I'm quite a fan of. Our flight for today is Air France Flight 275 to Paris Charles de Gaulle, operated by a Boeing 787-9, and I'm sitting in the rear on seat 38K in economy class. At your seat you'll find headphones, a blanket and a small pillow with durable cover. The tray table has a cup holder and can be opened and slide towards you. Below the seats are two universal power sockets and each TV screen has a USB port for charging. Legroom is decent for me and the headrest can be adjusted up and the sides can be folded. And yeah, this shot was filmed after landing in Paris because I forgot. When filming the legroom shot, I noticed all the dirt in this corner of the floor. The plane can definitely use some deep cleaning soon. Oh well, time for pushback.
Chaque fois que ce signal est allumé, nous vous prions d'attacher votre ceinture.
Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Merci pour votre attention.
Thank you for your attention.
Au nom d'Air France, tout l'équipage vous souhaite un excellent vol.
On behalf of everyone at Air France, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
I'm sorry Air France, but I like your old safety video more. But anyways, we are ready for takeoff. Flight time is 14 hours and 45 minutes. We have already reached the Pacific Ocean, and let's have a look at the entertainment system. I must say the variation is pretty decent, with of course also a large selection of French cinema and chanteurs français. Internet should be available, but it was downright cancelled apparently. The window shade is controlled electronically by buttons, and it's one of the Boeing 787 features I don't like. It takes ages before your window gets fully blacked out. The crew handed out hygiene kits containing a wet towel, alcohol gel and a face mask. Soon after, lunch arrived. We could choose between teriyaki salmon or grilled chicken with carrot sauce. I went for the chicken and it was accompanied by a quinoa salad with shrimp. The chicken was served together with steamed potatoes and vegetables. There's a cup of water, French cheese, bread roll with butter and a lemon Earl Grey tea cake. Wow, what a word. For drinks I went for a Coke and a green tea for the second round. The ice cube for my Coke was a big plus. Overall the meal service looked creative, but the chicken was kinda dry and tough to eat. Serving the chicken sliced up into smaller pieces would have been better. Also, I'm missing some fresh fruit. Time for a toilet visit. It's a very standard looking one with nothing fancy, but most importantly, it stayed clean throughout the flight. I'm supposed to enjoy the sunset, but the cabin crew decided to black out all the windows. During the night, you'll find a selection of drinks set up in the galley, but no food somehow. On previous flights, you could also grab some snacks, but not on this one apparently. Despite the narrower seat compared to the Boeing 777 or Airbus A350, I slept for a decent 8 hours on this flight. Of course with interruptions, but that's normal. We are now flying over Greenland, omitting Russian airspace, and we could see the sunrise if it wasn't for these cursed windows. Normally, passengers can expect great views when flying over this part of the world, but at the time we reached Iceland, the clouds got in our way. Oh well, on to breakfast. On my previous Air France long-haul flight back in 2019, they still served a full breakfast on a tray, so it was kinda sad to see it was downgraded to just a breakfast box. It contained a cup of water, yogurt, coleslaw, apple juice, a slice of chocolate cake, bread roll with butter, and a half-cut fish pita bread. I mean, really? Not even a whole hot sandwich? Oh, and there's also my Coke for the caffeine. After breakfast, we could enjoy sunset for a second time, and it wasn't long before we started descent into Paris. Time for a little recap. Overall, this flight was a bit of a disappointment. There were so many things that could have been better, but weren't. I was very positive about the long-haul product back in 2019, but now I just don't know. They have to compete against Asian and Middle Eastern carriers on this route, and with a high price of €950 excluding check-in baggage for a return ticket, I doubt that's worth the money. I just hope they can restore some of the things they did before the pandemic, and they will have a more competitive product. Let's hope they will improve next time. And that was Air France from Tokyo to Paris. Thank you so much for joining in and coming along today. Take care guys, and we'll see each other in the next video.